Hey, it's Sage again. Today I want to show you how to do proper thumb strokes and finger strokes on the guitar. You may also watch the videos by Taro showing you how to do them on the classical guitar, but thankfully they're exactly the same. Whether you want to do thumb strokes on the acoustic or the classical, it works exactly the same way. So what I'm going to do here first is demonstrate the thumb stroke. I'm going to get into a good position. My shoulders are going to be level, they're going to be relaxed. I'm going to be sitting straight up, using a guitar support or a strap to put the guitar in a good playing position. My right arm is going to be over the guitar. My wrist over here will be aligned, which means it won't be deviated. Right? This is deviation, it won't deviate, and it won't be arched. We won't see it arching up or down. It should be as neutral a position as is possible, sort of like this. If it does bend down to reach the strings a little bit, 15-degree arch is okay, but nothing more than 15 degrees. Mine is actually pretty close to zero arch. Once in position, making sure that I have no deviation and no arch in my wrist, or as little arch as is possible. I'm going to position my thumb here in front of my fingers, which means the thumb shouldn't be here behind, it should be in front of the fingers. And my fingers are going to be curled, or they're going to be naturally curved, with my index finger sort of underneath this joint. So if I draw a line straight down from this joint into the guitar, perpendicular, you're going to find that my index finger is right underneath that joint. Or you can do it the other way. You can take a pencil or sort of object and put it here on your fingertip and point it straight out from the guitar, and this knuckle should be directly above that fingertip. It's very, very important that you maintain that position because the fingers can't operate properly without it. So anyway, once you're in that position, let's start with a thumb stroke. We always want to use the largest muscles possible for any sort of stroke on the guitar. And in this case, we're going to move the thumb here from the bass joint. All right, so I'm going to initiate the motion here from the bass joint. Even though I'm initiating from the bass joint, this second joint and the tip joint are also going to be moving forward or flexing together. So all three of those joints flex. I push through the string and land on my index, and it sounds like this. Again, it's very important that all three of the joints close together. You don't want to see the tip joint opening like this. And that's not good for your hand health or your sound. You want to make sure that the tip joint, the second joint, and the bass joint are all closing or flexing together. When doing this, you also want to isolate the thumb and make sure that you're not using the fingers. You're not squeezing the fingers as a sort of counterbalance or counterweight. The fingers are just relaxed, and again, moving this main joint, the bass joint, or initiating the motion from there while flexing the second and the tip joints. And that's it. It's very simple. I can also do the same thing on the 5th string or the 6th string. You'll notice that I went back to the 5th and 6th string, I didn't move my hand. The thumb reached back. It's very important that the thumb reaches back to the strings that's going to play like this, and that you don't move the hand, because if you move the hand backwards, it pulls the fingers out of position and they're not going to work. In other words, that knuckle joint is no longer over the fingertip if I pull the hand back like this. Now onto the finger strokes. When you make a finger stroke, it's just like grabbing a ball, right? It's just like grabbing a ball. It's very important, again, in the fingers that all three joints flex or close together. You never want to see a situation like this where you close the tip and the middle joint but lift the bass joint. In that case, if you want to try this, you'll probably feel a lot of tension, a lot of stress in your arm. All right, so never, never lift. It's bad for your hand health, and it's also bad for your sound. Again, you want to close all the joints together just like you're grabbing a ball or grabbing onto a rope or a pipe. All right, this is how your hand is naturally designed to work, all right? Just grasping, just like this. So once in that position I described before, the wrist is aligned, the thumb is in front, the fingers are curved in the middle of their range of motion, and this knuckle is above the index finger where it contacts the string. I'm just going to close my index finger from the bass joint, making sure the other two joints also close with it, and touch my palm like this. Let me show you the motion from the other side. What I'm doing is isolating the index finger, moving it by itself, and I'm just closing it down and touching my palm. So. So each time I play that note, My index finger closes by itself and touches the palm. Just like that. You can also do the same thing with the middle finger, right? Trying to isolate it, leaving the other fingers in place. Here it is with the middle finger. And I can do the same thing again with a ring, but this one's slightly different. The ring finger and the pinky actually share a tendon together, right? They share an extensor tendon. And so we're going to let these two fingers move together to simplify the motion and to avoid stress in your hand. So when I play my ring finger, it's going to go back and touch my palm just like the other two fingers did, but the pinky will move along with the ring. It looks like this. And that's how you do proper thumb strokes and finger strokes on the acoustic guitar. Looking forward to seeing you at the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.